Hi, everybody. John Charles with you. So yesterday I went to the Friends of the Library of Hawaii annual music and book sale. They're only doing it for this weekend and next weekend. They usually do it once a year for like 10 days, but for whatever reason, it's only this weekend and next weekend. So I went yesterday. That hall is up. Lots of records. That's what I looked at the other day. Records. Today I went mostly to look at CDs. Um, yeah, but I did end up getting a few records also too. So anyway, let's just take a look at my haul today. So I realized when I went back in there that I hadn't really looked at the soundtrack section, and so I went through. I did go through there, and I did find a couple things of interest. One is this one, Ziegfeld Follies of 1919, members of the original cast. Although this is a recording not from the stage performance, but they went into studio to record these songs. So, I don't know. I don't know, but it was a buck. Might be interesting. And then this one, I've never seen the movie 10. I really shouldn't I? I guess. But I thought, hey, it's original music by Henry Mancini, so that's probably going to be, good stuff. Then I realized, for whatever reason, the Japanese, Korean, basically the East Asian books are all kept together, and for whatever reason somebody decided to file all the records there as well, rather than with the other records or in the ethnic section where the other records were. So all the Japanese, Chinese records were by the Asian books, which I hadn't looked at yesterday. I didn't even realize. So I picked up just a couple things there. This is a Japanese recording, although the songs are all Western songs. Sentimental Vibraphone. That should be really good, I think. And it's, as you can see here, the songs are all like Western songs. And then this one. Now, a lot of easy listening music in Japan. I don't know if you're familiar with what was done, in the 50s and 60s and such, 70s. But a lot of it is Japanese songs, but they would, orchestral kind of arrangements of course, their own popular songs. But they would also often like highlight a particular instrument, or Japanese hit songs on Hawaiian steel guitar, Japanese hit songs on Kyoto band, Japanese hit songs on banjo. It's kind of odd, but they did that a lot. And this one, when I saw this, I'm like, okay, I have to get this one. I want this one. Japanese hit melodies on harpsichords. So we're not going to know any of the songs, but it's going to be, harpsichords, probably with an orchestra. I don't know, but yeah. And then I picked up this one too. Setsuo Ohashi is a Hawaiian music artist from Japan who had a very long career doing primarily Hawaiian music. So I didn't have this album, and I wanted it. Finally, this treasure right here. Is that not just gorgeous? White Christmas. I didn't really know what it was. I just loved the cover, and it's textured. It feels sort of like that old vinyl, like wall covering or something that would have been on a diner booth in an old diner. But anyway, Merry Christmas. Love the back of it also. Is it just not the cutest thing? It's just for this alone, But I did needle drop this thing. And she's quite a good singer. It's this lady here, although I don't really know what her name is. I mean, she has her Korean name, and then if you do Google Translate on it, it keeps translating in different ways. Petty Forest was the most common, not Pretty Forest, Petty Forest was the most common. It also wanted to call her Petty Gold. It did call her Patty's something, Patty Kim, because her first name is Kim. Well, no, her last name is Kim. The Kim is the first name in Korean, right? So anyway, it's all Christmas music by her, and she has a lovely voice, and she's singing in Korean. And I don't know whether I'll use it or not, but I just wanted it. Like, you not love that picture? Now let's check out the CDs. These ones first, and the vast majority of what I got here were New Age type CDs. Eventually, for airing on radio, Green Goddess. Celestial Winds is, not really well-known group, I think, from the 90s, whatever. But Christmas Morning, I've never heard it, so we'll get it for that. And yeah, Feng Shui, Steve Halpern. This one I had to check out on YouTube to listen to a little bit and see what it was, because I wasn't sure, but it's definitely falling in that cinematic New Age stuff. Kind of cool. This one is very cheap and cheesy, and I love it. I did not needle drops. What do you call it with CDs? It's not a needle drop, sampling or something? I don't know. What do you call it when you just listen to a little bit? Romantic Gamelan, Surf and Sea. Had to get that. Come on. I wasn't sure when I got this, but the more I look at it, the more I think I already have this in a stack somewhere that hasn't been listened to yet. Vangelis, I don't know whether this will work or not. Methodia, music for the NASA mission 2001 Mars Odyssey, but I don't know. We'll check it out and see. Some harp music. Oh, this one is, Brian Eno and David Byrne. So that should be interesting. This one has sound effects, or, nature sounds with the music. This is just the sound effects or nature sounds recorded in like 17 different places. And I would just use this for a variety of different things, but like Gauguin Gardens, where we just have nature sound segments and whatever. So, yeah, I'll do something with that. Now, on the easy listening front, we did pick up some things. Dream Sound Orchestra plays the Beatles. I have other Dream Sound Orchestra CDs, but I didn't have this one. So this was what I was most excited about today. Like, what? When this was here for $3, Enoch Light presents Spaced Out. If you know about this, it's impossible to get on a record. Exploratory trips through the music of Bach, Bacharach, the Beatles, integrating the Moog, the guitar scene, electric harpsichords, flugelhorns. I've wanted to get this for the longest time when it came out on a CD in the late 90s, and I would bid on it, but I would never get it. It would just go really high, and the album was basically impossible to get, and so I've just never gotten it and wanted it like big time. But all of a sudden, there it was for $3, and my little heart palpitated, and I'm like, oh my God, it's so worth coming today. Wasn't sure about this, but I did a needle drop on it and whatever, and it's great. It's great, easy listening kind of stuff. Zamfir with the London Symphony Orchestra. I have a lot of Zamfir. He's, it's one of those artists that his original stuff was recorded in Europe, and consequently it was issued and reissued and broken up, and it's just, you get a Zamfir record and you look at the contents and you go, I have like 5 or 6 of these songs, and there's like 3 or 4 that I don't. And you look at another Zamfir album and you go, okay, I have like 5 or 6 of these, and there's a couple I don't, and it's just kind of a frustrating thing. But to get, Zamfir music, because you just have to buy it 20 times, really. But this one, when I looked at it, I'm like, okay, the only song I know on here that I have on vinyl with other might actually be a different recording of it, but I know Colors of Spring I have, which is his original song. I know I have that somewhere, but these other ones, I'm like, you know what? I think this is stuff I do not have on vinyl. So I do love Zamfir, Master of the Pan Flute. Speaking of icons, this one's a 2 CD set of sax soothers, and the contents very 80s, 90s kind of pop songs, but done. It's the North Star Orchestra, but clearly it's kind of a, we're doing a little Kenny G style kind of thing going on here, I think, and that will be fun for moody mood music. Then finally, a couple of Christmas CDs. Very happy to see this Telog Jazz Mel Torme Christmas songs. I don't know if this ever came out on vinyl, or if it did, not that many. 1992 was the year, so it may not even have ever come out on vinyl. I don't know. I certainly don't have it, and I don't have the CD, so Mel Torme at Christmas, what could be better? Electronic computer Christmas music. I had no idea, but it's $1. I was going to get it. I've sampled this thing. It's cool. It's so 90s. I mean, it is just, it's like, let's go to Radio Shack, people. Interesting. Silver Bells Music, Nashville, Tennessee. They had so many CDs in the Christmas section, probably more than a dozen different ones from Silver Bells Music. Somebody had a collection, or they got them from somewhere, and it made me kind of look it up, like, who is Silver Bells, because they were all very generic. Like, this one does not list an artist, but love the ringware. We are just feeling the 90s here. All of them, like, they wouldn't have artists. It'd just be like, Christmas at Home and Candlelight Fireside Christmas and just whatever the songs were, but no indication of who the artists were, whether it was instrumentals or vocals or anything. And they had like 12 different ones there. There were all Christmas ones from this company, and they were all the same way. Silver Bells Music, Nashville, Tennessee. So I don't know if I'm going to go back next week to the sale or not. I mean, I don't know, because I'm working next weekend, so yeah, I don't know if I'll go back or not. But if I do, I might pick up several of those Silver Bells Christmas CDs just to see what they are. I mean, they were all $1. I'm just curious now. Then another one I picked up because it was only $1, and it's all the cover. It's just for the cover. The Mantovani Orchestra, Christmas Wonderland. I'm like, I love this cover. And I have another one from this company. I think it's Madison. LDMI. I don't know who that is. Some budget thing, because this is Mantovani that's been reissued. But I want it just for this cover. And I have one that's kind of similar that I have actually played the CD a few times, because I just love looking at the cover so much. But then when I got it back to compare it to the other one, I realized, oh my God, it's actually the same picture. I think they just reversed it. It's very much like the other one, right? Various artists have a Merry Christmas. So, okay, this one's various artists though. But then when I was looking at this, I'm like, well, these are all medleys. And I'm like, the Mantovani Christmas albums I have are not medleys. So must be an album? I have to look it up, that came out later, like taken from. I'm sure it probably has more music than this on it, but maybe these selections are taken from a Christmas vinyl record that I don't have. Or conversely, also, maybe this came from the Mantovani Orchestra period when Mantovani was already gone and there was no Mantovani, and they continued using the name. There's not a lot of Mantovani Orchestra, without Mantovani, but there is some out there, and they did do some things once he was gone, continuing to use his name. I don't think they did the cascading strings after he was gone, but I could be wrong. Somebody correct me. But I have to listen to this. I haven't listened to it because I'm, now I'm not exactly sure what this is. But we love the cover, and we will play it just to bring out the cover and look at it at Christmas time. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Please give the video a thumbs up. Leave your comments below if you're interested in any of these artists or albums, CDs, whatever. Any comments are most welcome. And check out my radio stations if you like, where all of this music will most of it, I guess, will be broadcast on my hobby radio stations at some point. I have Moody Mood Music, Hawaiian Hi-Fi, Radio Green Goddess, and Gauguin, I should say, Gardens. All right. Have a good week, you guys.